Servus.
Moin.
Wir sind Lisa und Greg.
Das heutige Video, why German sounds so aggressive.
Yes, and today's video is brought to you by Fern, and we will include a link in the description so you can go on over there and do all of the YouTube stuff. Now, we have quite a few people in the Discord who I know love Fern
Yeah, they love
and
Fern.
the content that they produce. So when they said that, I was like, let me just go on and hop over here and see what type of content is there. So, and we do have, you know, we're going to be having a language series where once a week we take a look at something that has to do with language. So I figured this was a good place to start.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Yeah. So before we get going here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we're on our way to 50. No, wait, wrong channel. 10,000.
10,000. Yeah.
Okay. We're on our way to 10,000. All right, let's go. Let's see what this is all about.
We are German, and as such, we are always self-conscious about getting angry in public. Our language
Okay, just a question. Is that true?
I doubt it.
You know what? You don't think so?
I don't feel like that's true, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not German, so I wouldn't know. But
Yeah. Well, we're asking.
Yeah.
maybe,
Okay.
maybe it is true. I don't know.
is quite the troll.
I can do an evil old Hausfrau.
Did she have a name?
Our language is quite the troll.
Wow.
wow.
I can do an evil old Hausfrau. Ess dein Schnitzel, sonst kriegst du keinen Nachtisch.
Deutschland ist ein Land ut Stodluten.
Na ja, lass die Hände hoch. Nimm einen dicken Schritt. Glaubst du, dass die Deutsche keinen Humor hat, ha?
German
Wow.
sounds harsh and aggressive.
Guten Tag! Ich will ein klein Brotchen haben, bitte schön!
Just for the record, I just have to say this. Everybody, well, maybe you don't know, but I love the way it sounds.
I think that's how it used to sound. I think it's evolved since the 1930s and 40s.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I feel like people have said that before too.
Oh, really?
That back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, they spoke like that. And now it's become softer.
Well, if that's true, I wonder why. I wonder if it's
Stereotype.
validating what he said, that they had that feeling that it was too aggressive, so they evolved, the language evolved to be less aggressive sounding.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I'm sure they did sound like this at some point.
Yeah.
Why else would that stereotype be there?
Well, all that being said, I still love the language, and we're
Yeah.
living in Spain, so I gotta learn Spanish. But I'm getting real close to adding a second language.
We're trying to decide if
Yeah.
our brains can handle two.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But it's
we'll
getting
see.
close.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Das schwarze Brotchen mit dem Käse und das Schinken, bitte schön!
It's a disgusting language. Nobody should ever speak it. It sounds like typewriters eating tinfoil being kicked down the stairs. And somebody is talking to you in German. They're saying, and you think, what is happening to you from behind? How can we make it stop?
Someone,
Wow.
somewhere, is always making fun of our language. But why does German sound so aggressive to the rest of the world?
Yeah.
There's a lot of guttural thing.
The German language is part of the Germanic
you're trying to.
I don't want to do it.
No, I'm just
Like
saying
throat
you.
guttural.
I know, but you're answering the question like you know the answer. We don't need to watch the video.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
branch of the Indo-Germanic language family.
We know that.
Besides German, Dutch and English are also Germanic languages.
Yes.
But while English sounds gentle to many people, German is often described as spat, barked, ugly, dry, cold, harsh, yapping, and military. German is rarely perceived as beautiful. There are several reasons for this.
Like French or
Right.
1.
Italian.
Linguistic characteristics.
German has a lot of gutturals and glottal
That's what you said.
Told you.
stops. They
Did you watch
It's like
this
I
already?
wrote this.
You sneak in the middle of the night and watch this?
can make the language sound harsh. Let's start with guttural sounds. German has the special ach sound, which sounds very throaty. It can be heard in the German words fauchen, which means to hiss, or krach, which means noise. These words are often difficult for non-German speakers to pronounce because these sounds don't exist in widespread languages like English.
Yeah.
Next, glottal stops. Germans pronounce vowels very strongly, especially when they appear at the beginning of a word. This causes the vocal cords to open suddenly and all the air that has built up to escape at once. Take the word apple. The German word is Apfel. You can hear it quite well throughout this example. Ich esse oft Äpfel und anderes Obst. In many other languages, the words of a sentence are spoken in a flow. In German, sometimes there's a mini pause before each individual word. Here you can hear the difference. Everything is alright. Alles ist in Ordnung. Of course, I'm overdoing it a bit here, but you get the idea. These breaks can make German sound a bit barked. Some sounds exist in almost all languages, such as M and B. Others are quite unique and only appear in a few languages. In English, there's the digraph th, for example in thanks. Germans, including me, often struggle to pronounce that. Italian, which is often considered to be a beautiful, melodious language, uses mainly vowels and only a few exotic sounds. German, on the other hand, has many rare, complex sounds, which...
That's interesting because he said that he has a hard time with the TH. And then when he just said German on the other hand, he said other hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Exotic sounds. German, on the other hand, has many rare, complex sounds, which might come off as strange. We use so-called umlaute, such as ä, ö, and ü.
Yes.
Again, often hard to pronounce for non-German speakers. And there's the SZ. It looks like this and is essential for our all-time favorite word, Scheiße. The SZ.
Scheiße.
Scheiße. I think that means shit.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is used to indicate the hard S sound. Plus, many German words just have a lot of consonants. For example, Strumpf, or a classic selbstverständlich, which means
I love that they use, that's what the difference was, I think, from English and Spanish to German, is that they pronounce everything, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's what sometimes when I think about us learning Spanish, we're learning Spanish and then also learning German, I'd have to get my brain to stop putting silent things. And using every single
like hasta is H-A, letter. So there's no H sound or something like that.
Hasta. And then here in Andalusia, everything is like quiet.
Yeah.
So this would be a transition in my mind. But it makes it seems like it would be easier for me to learn German because I could do that.
100% believe it would be easier for me to learn.
I just need to know how these vowels sound.
Yeah.
Like the A with the 2 dots. You always have to tell me because I always forget. But once I learn it.
Yeah. I mean, you can learn how to sound. I took German for 2 weeks.
I know.
In college, and I got an idea of how they sound, and I just, built on that.
Okay.
Of course. German is complicated.
Of course.
And as humans, we often
What?
Which means
that
of
word,
course.
That word means that long word means of course.
Hold on. We were too busy talking. I want to see how he said that. Hold on.
Strumpf, or a classic selbstverständlich, which means
Selbstverständlich.
Of course.
There you go.
2 infinite words.
Uh-oh.
This is a not made up, absolutely real German word with 79 letters. Rinderkennzeichnungs-Fleischetikettierungs-Überwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
It probably means hi. Like hello.
He did that so easily.
He did it so easy.
Oh my God. But there were pauses. I mean, it's like it's a separate sentence.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not made up, absolutely real German word with 79 letters. Rinderkennzeichnungs-Fleischetikettierungs-Überwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz. We will not bother you with what it means here. What we're trying to tell you is this. German has a high number of
did you see what it said?
It was some kind of law.
Former law.
Oh, okay.
Dealing with the supervision of labeling of beef.
Oh, okay.
What it means here. What we're trying to tell you is this. German has a high number of compound words. These can be really cool because the word often literally describes what it means. For example, you have a house and a tier, an animal, and together it is a house tier, a pet. Though as a people, we seem to have made it our goal to put together as many words as possible. This has led to many long and insanely complex creations. Mark Twain already made fun of this word and many others in 1880 in his famous essay, The Awful German Language. He writes, These things are not words, they are alphabetical processions, and the inventor of them ought to have been killed.
Wow.
And because the words are weird, a lot of non-German speakers find them very entertaining. They have something weirdly over-precise and orderly about them. Combined with their guttural and glottal stop consonant-loaded delivery, it can give them a military touch. Ironically, we have a word for this. Konsonantenschlacht. Every German-speaking actor or model has to do the German word quiz on an American talk show at least once.
Bezirksschornsteinfegermeister. Schmetterlingsbeinschlag.
Backpfeifengesicht.
Albeit this last one being an absolute banger of a word, meaning a face that's just inviting a good slap like Jimmy Fallon's, these shows only strengthen the image of the difficult and weird German language. And this leads us to
3. Prejudices.
What do people think of when they think of Germany?
And they're saying to you something like, we have been better, but we're very vibrant in the theater and arts and so on. All the time you listen to this, you're thinking, Hitler.
During the two world wars, the German naturally became the enemy in many countries. German-American relations changed drastically. In the US, the teaching of German was banned. German programs were no longer allowed to be played on the radio. Authorities called for a boycott of German goods. Streets and even sauerkraut were renamed. Hitler is possibly his...
Did you know that?
No, they were renamed?
Yeah, sauerkraut was renamed to Liberty Cabbage.
Goods. Streets and even sauerkraut were renamed. Hitler is possibly history's most terrifying figure. Germany's history, once so gruesome, it is rightly so echoed, processed and analyzed countless times in all forms of media, so it may never be forgotten. According to many linguists, the perception of the German language is in part the result of these historical and socio-cultural contexts. German...
We're going to have to blur all those out, just FYI.
Oh, okay.
Might have an image problem. Linguists would point out that you shouldn't judge a language based on its sound. What sounds strange to one person is beautiful to another.
Thank you. That's what I was saying.
Language based on its sound. What sounds strange to one person is beautiful to another. And if you label a language as ugly, you might miss out on fascinating insights into other worlds of thought and sound. So lastly, let us introduce you to some beautiful German words you can pretentiously incorporate into your Sprachgebrauch. Fernweh describes the opposite of homesickness, the longing for distant places. Weltschmerz is a feeling of knowing that the world will always fail to meet your expectations because of the prevalence of pain existing throughout it. And lastly, Treppenwitz, a joke or thought that you think of too late, just as you walked out the door, already on the stairs. Like I'm sure there's a nice way to finish the video here, but I guess it just won't come to me until we hit publish.
Oh, cool.
Treppenwitz.
There's the combination of the T and the R, I hear a lot of people say, he said it, Treppenwitz. I don't know. I had to learn how to say that.
I feel like I would say it like Spanish.
Like Treppenwitz?
Treppenwitz.
Yeah.
Like I can do it because I can do it in Spanish.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what I would do.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
I'd probably make... my accent would probably be, you would think I was a Spanish speaker.
Yeah.
Because I would probably end up doing that.
To me, Germany is so interesting. Just the history of it, and it's so many complex things come from it. That's the way people think and feel and how they learn or what they say or don't say. It's just so interesting to me. Maybe that's one of the reasons I just love the country, so that's super weird. All right. But I thought that was a good video.
Yeah,
I'm glad we watched it. Hopefully everyone out there thought the same thing and they enjoyed it. But let's take a look here and see what the people got to say. All right, so let's see here. I grew up bilingual, learning German and Hungarian as a child. My favorite German word is Geborgenheit. For me, this word expresses a very deep sense of intimacy, feeling secure, like a parent lovingly carrying a child who is slowly falling asleep. Aw. Newsflash: when you yell, you sound aggressive, no matter the language.
True.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. German doesn't really sound that aggressive. It's basically because people's main exposure is a certain Austrian war veteran who had been exposed to poison gas. Well, that was a good video.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, so we do have another channel, Greg and Lisa React, where we react to a bunch of other things in Europe besides Germany. Head on over there. We have a Discord that is having a lot going on over there. It's a lot of fun. Link is in the description. That's there for your enjoyment. And what else? Oh, like the video. That definitely does help a lot. Wie immer, danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Video.
Bis dann.
Peace.